Greetings, this is Timeshare Traveler. Today is episode 230. I had an Hilton Grand Vacations HGV Max owner update this month, so I wanted to talk a little bit about it. And this is more the new things, it's not really covering old stuff. So they talked a little bit about deeds versus collection points, and I got a sense of what the future was going to be. Then I got a little bit of a Blugreen update, not a lot, but it was at least encouraging that something was coming soon. And then I wanted to talk about the renovation of room because I stayed in a renovated room. And then I learned a new thing, which was how you can book from 13 months to 24 months, and I thought that was really cool, and it may make some purchase decisions for me, but I would think about that. And then I wanted to show you the 24-month demo just to show you briefly it's available today. And this you have to have, unfortunately, you have to have the Diamond side of the house access, so it's not available on the Hilton Grand Vacation side, but I still want to show it to you. Before I do that, though, let me give you about a 28-second break to tell you a little bit about my channel, and I'll be right back to go into the details. Hi, this is Cliff, and I'm the Timeshare Traveler. Welcome to my channel. The purpose of my channel is to educate those who love traveling in timeshares. I've been an owner for 15 plus years at timeshare ownership. I have elite ownership with Marriott, Hilton, and Worldmark. I have published over 100 timeshare video reviews, and I've published over 95 timeshare tips. I can be found on Facebook at Timeshare Trav, at Twitter Timeshare Trav, and on the web at www.timesharetraveler.com. Well, hopefully, that wasn't too bad. I'm back. I'm going to talk about deeds versus collection points. Deeds are still active as part of the Hilton Grand Vacations property side, and a deed is an ownership to a specific resort. Like I say, primarily HGV only. There are older Diamond deeds, but those are really folded in more to their collections now. And DRA and Blugreen, as I was told, are typically, any deeds would be considered legacy. Collection points, on the other hand, what made that really comes from is a collection is an ownership in a group of properties. And so that way you don't own any specific, but you actually have access to a group, and it gives you priority across multiple. So it's got some values to it and some negatives. And this all started with the part of the DRI purchases, but it's also what Marriott currently does, and it's what Club Wyndham and Worldmark also do. They all have collections. So it's kind of the trend in the industry. And again, integrated. He sort of had a discussion about how they'd be integrated, that they'd be similar to the way DRA. Again, this is not official because nothing's actually been announced, but it was indicated that that's where the future is going, that if they were to decide to buy another company, they possibly would use that. Again, some of this is indicative, not actually announced. According to the salesperson, which was very knowledgeable, collection points will be the future of HGV Max because it will allow you to book more easily across properties and less problems with that 6 months window and so forth. So it's a way around sort of the real estate problem they currently have with deeds. Again, points can be paid for in cash regardless of deed or collection point. And what that means is it's within 60-day window. It used to be 30 on the Hilton Grand Vacation side, but now it seems to be 60 on the Diamond side. And I did look at some of the rentals and where you can do that. You can switch a rental and still cancel the point because we have to cancel within 31 days. I think it is to get our points back. So you can technically move it over to rental within 60 days. And the reason that matters to someone like myself, who I have elite membership, is I get $700 in free rentals, so I can take one reservation, switch it back to rentals if it's available, and I can do that once a year, say, and that's a free rental for me. And let's talk about the Blugreen update. That's really the main reason why I took it. I wanted to know more about that because I'm really just kind of waiting to see what officially gets announced and then try to figure out what I should do from there. And until it's real, I treat everything as subject to change and could be speculation, so I try to hold to the facts. The expectation is that a formal announcement is expected in the next 30 to 90 days, and that means somewhere probably in Q4, which would be October to December. It will outline how Blugreen will integrate with other HGV Max, hopefully providing point values. They'll probably talk about the 6 month window and so forth. The indications I got, again, because there's nothing formal, this is the indications the salesperson was going, but I thought it'd be nice to share that with everyone, and maybe we'll see how correct it is. Blugreen is scheduled to have moved to a point system, or will have as a result of this, and they do have collections. I've looked at the site, and it does seem like it's true. There are deeds, because I've seen deeds available for resale, but those are legacy according to the person I spoke to. So I think we'll know more when the announcement occurs. So, and they're going to have the same 6-month open to book window as we currently have for Diamond. So that's kind of what I expected, kind of, sort of. But we'll have to see when it gets formally announced in the next maybe 30 days, maybe 90 days. The next thing I want to talk about was renovation rooms. That was to me, that was a big risk I took to upgrade all of my Hilton when the Diamond was announced, because they said they were going to upgrade, and you know how the timeshare industry is filled with broken people feeling like promises were made and were broken. So it was a bit of risk, but I stayed in one of the recently renovated rooms on the Big Island. They opened up a new wing in the Ocean Tower, and again, you can look at the Ocean Tower large one-bedroom review that I just did a few days ago, and you can see the quality. And to me, that's what they're going to do with the new room upgrades. That's what I'm expecting, and it just feels great. If this is an example of what an upgrade looks like, then owning H2 Max would have been one of the best risky choices I might have taken. And I'm looking forward. They've supposedly on building number 2 now at Point Poipu, so one of the 9 buildings has been upgraded. So I'm curious to see what that looks like, as well as there's one in Palm Springs that has had a building updated. So I'm going to try to get to go see that in the next 4 months, and I'll do a review and give you an update then. So anyway, I'm excited about that because wow, in one of the rooms it was just amazing. So anyway, on the next topic. And just when you think you know everything, you learn something new. I do preach that you need to go to the owner updates and treat them as opportunities to learn more. And indeed, even for someone like myself, I learned more. And it's a feature of Destination Exchange. I just didn't know it. It's somewhere in the manual it shows, and if you read it, it kind of says that, but maybe it's one of the things that they, often what happens is Hilton will have owned inventory that's available. They're paying the maintenance anyway. It's unsold. So they will sometimes put that out in the 24-month window, so between 13 months and 24 months. So this is one of their selling points, that if you have collection points, you can actually book out up to 24 months in advance. And again, this is a way to get around the 6-month window, and it's a way for them to sell collection points. But maybe that's the future where things are going. Maybe I have to consider that. That's again, I'm waiting for Blugreen to be out, and that'll give me a much better indication so I can make a more strategic buy. Might cost me a little more, but I'd rather pay a little more and do it right than do a little bit but not enough and do it not right. Currently only Diamond properties are out in the window. There are some affiliates, if you can deposit, there's ability to, if you own collection points, you can match with other points from another club. So you do see a few other, like I've seen some Club Wyndhams out there. And again, right after this, I have a short video that I'm going to go into. So I hope you like this. Don't forget to give this a like and thumb up, and don't forget to subscribe. But hang in there, and I'll show you the short video of booking out the 24 months. Of how you can search out more than 13 months using Destination Exchange. Use a time finder, and don't forget to do the grid view, because that's the easiest to do. This works primarily with the Diamond Resorts. So I'm going to pick one that's really very hard to get. Scrolling down here to find where's the Point of Poipu. So now this will be if I scroll and open this up. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to scroll. Sorry for the scrolling here, but I'm just getting out to Christmas of 25. And now you can see we're beyond the 13-month window. So, still scrolling, sorry for that. See if you want to book Christmas in 2025, then you go out here to say the 21st, and for 12,000 points or tier 6, you can have a 2-bedroom garden view. And you can see multiple different versions of that, 21st or 22nd, 23rd, so if you want to do 24th through the 31st, or arrive Christmas Day and stay into January, and so forth. So you can way beyond the 2-year notice. And again, you can go into January 2026 and beyond. So now you start to see these ocean front rooms for that. So anyway, this is one of the features of Destination Exchange, and the whole point of having collection points. You can book out beyond the 13-month window.